So today I'm going to be talking about something very important, and by the title of this video I'm sure you have an idea. It's about networking. So I've been through grad school. The number one thing that my teacher would always say is networking is one letter away from not working. Put it together. I'll put it on the screen. You can see why it's such an important deal. Because if you don't network, you won't have that reliable source of mentorship or opportunities for future career trajectory moves that you may have. So that's why networking is very important. So I'm going to be touching base on the strategies I've built up and the strategies I've adopted as my method to use while networking in different events, different meetings, networking socials. So these tips and tricks have always helped me boost my confidence. It can be a very daunting process, especially for me. When I started out, it's very hard sometimes to go up to these successful people. They may be CEOs, they may be directors, they may be managers for a multi-network company. It's very daunting, and you might feel a little intimidated, different things going through your head, and feel your cheeks getting a little warm. So this process takes a lot of practice, and it also takes a lot of patience. You have to go to a lot of networking events. You have to go to a lot of meetings, a lot of socials. Try to be more social and communicative with different people from different walks of life. So for me, when I started out, I knew that I was I was timid, but I had that drive, I had that ambition that I really wanted to go, make myself known, kind of people's journey, how they got to where they are right now, their A through Z pinpoint kind of travel itinerary, for their career. So those things take time. I know it's very, intimidating. It can be emotionally exhausting, but at the end of the day, you do feel accomplished. You do feel more confident. Set your foot in the right direction and are a step closer to your goals and achievements. Go through 5 networking tips that I've accumulated throughout my experience, throughout my college career, career trajectory. Number 1. What you need, and I know a lot of videos say this, a lot of people say this, your 5-second elevator pitch. That is the main key to get someone intrigued, get someone interested in you and what you have to offer. So, let me give you an example. Like, let's say you're in a setting, there's a group of people. What you do is just stand by there and kind of gauge, feel the environment, see if you can have any conversations that you can pick up on. And then when you get to that point, when you let's say someone talks about a game or something like that, and you talk about it, and then later on you're like, oh, Nikita, I currently work for X, Y, and Z company, graduated from this university, and then that's how you'll know if they went to that university, and you'll have more of a connection that way. So you just have to mention where you're working, or if you're an intern, or if you're seeking an internship. So you just say, hi, my name is Nikita. I work for X, Y, and Z company. I recently graduated from this university in this major. I'm very interested in what you do. I am currently working on XYZ projects, or I'm interested in your XYZ departments or XYZ policies. So then that's how they kind of know who you are, where you come from, what you're looking for. Those are the 3 things. Very important. Your 5-second elevator pitch. It's like just how they say in an elevator, if you go, an elevator ride is very quick. Have that much to build that impression. You instantly gauge your audience and want them to talk to you more, and that can lead you to a future opportunity. It leads to different things that you may not know about unless you try and make that first impression. So that 5-second elevator pitch is very important for your networking strategy. The second tip after the 5-second elevator pitch is learning about what the person that you are networking with does, which company do they work for, what are their projects that they work for, what do they see themselves doing in the future. So when you do that, people love talking about themselves. Ask them about which company they work for, what do they do, and what their daily lives look like, or their day-to-day work activities look like. Number 3, ask them about future aspirations that they have. You're in this role right now. It could be CEO, it could be director, but hey, a CEO 5 years from now might have a different passion, might have a different game plan. So when you do that, when you ask them about what are their future plans, you engage with them. Everyone tries to improve themselves, so that's why you have to go to networking events, because it helps you improve your skills that you have. So that is something that I always ask, and it's very interesting what some people say. They might. Number 4, you have to have business cards. Business cards are very important, and I highly recommend it. It doesn't take too much to fund. You can get about 500 business cards for $20 to $25. But you can also get 100 business cards for like $10, and you can do it through various websites online. If you just Google it, business cards, they'll just send it to you in a box, and it's very important. Customize it, design it, keep it simple. Don't do some crazy design on it, because oftentimes it distracts from what you're trying to portray or trying to convey to your audience. Move on, because a networking event isn't that long. It can reach from an hour, speed networking 45 minutes to 3-4 hours. So you have to go around the room, because oftentimes these might be free networking events, or networking events that you paid for, So you want to make the most of your time, and also, if you paid for it, the most of your money. So having this business card is very valuable, because it's more personable if you do. So let's say you want to end this conversation with this person politely, professionally, and you just say, oh, it's a pleasure meeting you, it's a pleasure learning about you and your career trajectory. I would like, here's my business card, may I have yours? And oftentimes they will have theirs, especially if they're CEO, manager, any profession line have business cards to offer you. So when you have something to offer them as an intern, or just an entry level, or have an entry level job, it's very refreshing to see that you have a business card as well. So it kind of, offsets, it kind of helps your chances in case you want to get in contact with them, because not many people will have these business cards at an intern level or at an entry level job that they have. So that's very important to have business cards. It's an investment that you're making to yourself, and it's also cool if you have a business card. Just don't put too much of personal information. Yes, it might have your phone number, or even if you don't want to put your phone number, you can just have your email on there. And when you give them the business cards and they give you yours, you have a chance to follow up and make a connection with them further, which I'll be touching on my next video. Number 5. What you have to have when you go to these networking events is a professional portfolio folder. So if you have these, it's really professional, it's really sleek. I have my name on here, so that's why I'm covering it. But super sleek, so it comes with a notebook inside, so you can jot down people's information, do things like that, even though you would have their business cards. Or let's say they don't have their business cards, they run out of their business cards. This would be very handy, because you have a note, and it looks very professional and sleek. Definitely recommend having a professional folder like that when you're going to these networking events. Those are my 5 tips on how to network and get your next opportunity, career opportunity, anything that you are going to these networking events for that next job, for that next internship, for that next thing for. And 100% will say that these steps really help you in developing confidence, gives you more things to talk about, helps you build a relationship with this person. Or please stay tuned for more of my videos like this, because I really wanted to combine my passion of the professional world that I have and also the beauty world that I have, and I think this is the perfect factor that I can help and contribute to my channel in helping. And I've come a long way in my networking. It's more fluid for me now, but in the beginning I knew how hard it was. I knew how daunting it was. So trust me, I am there with you, but use these 5 tips and you will succeed for sure. And always have hope in yourself and always believe in yourself. So So if you like my video, please share, subscribe. Please subscribe and hit that like button and turn notifications on, because I'm going to be doing a second part of what to do after your networking.